Performance number 9 is windier than a motherfucker. What's up, Roskilde? On my right hand, introduce yourself.
Stefan from Word on the Street, DK, check us out, and check out Thomas Damo from Free City Birds. He's got a really good project going. If you want to give some birds some space to live in a big city, fucking go there. And Lacour DK for some nice Danish streetwear RSB gear, and greedace.com for some Swedish streetwear. And I'm gonna fucking do this, Lux, because I've been waiting for this for ages. Rapper on my right hand side, introduce yourself.
Spirited Sage, what up?
And rapper to my left, introduce yourself.
Mark Grist. Hello, Denmark. Big up, don't flop every day, man.
All right, we decided that Mark Grist is gonna go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And these are 2 minutes and 30 second round promo, no judges, and we're ready to go. Let's
watch.
Yeah, I got the watch.
You ready, Mark?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stefan, ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, hi. I'm Mark. I'm from the UK. I've been hired to let abuse rain on a guy who can't accrue fame, who's in dire need of a toupee. I hope you got some words that rhyme. You better have some burner lines, because your hairdo's so much worse than mine. It's like your head's been circumcised. I mean, I am loving this place. It's wicked, but is this really what I'm ripping up? A lippy pup called Nicholas? A brittle thug so little that I reckon that your nipples touch? I reckon he'll start by ripping on me with the same old racist British routine. Look, I'm not into the Queen, or sipping on tea, or discussing the weather in a stiff-lipped regime. Well, I admit that my teeth are all pretty unique. There isn't much else that's British in me. I mean, I love my country. It's why I love touring, but I think cricket is boring. If there's a queue, I ignore it. I'm not into conforming, don't think an empire is important, and my sexual performance is totally awesome. And I think a man is way more than the country he's born in. And the same could be said of the guy I'm at war with. I mean, you're Danish, but the link really has to be suspect. For a start, all your work is really badly constructed. I mean, this place gave us Lego. You ain't sharing that culture. Your tracks all lack colour. They ain't got no structure. I've seen that balcony vid where you take off your jumper. Man, that was wank. I mean, what spell were you under? I know in your mind it's your highest ranked wonder. It's been up for 10 months. View counts less than 200. You get less views reciting your art than anyone would get for lighting a fart. It's pathetic, and yet you live with it. Look, I'm chucking it out there, Nicholas. Your work might be a little shit if it gets less views than Fritzl's kids. You reckon you've mastered this abusive art, but no one out there knows who you are. Some kid's like, quick, get to the computer, Mark. Grist's ripping out of Jean-Luc Picard. Well, this ain't the Starship Enterprise. You spent the past days penning rhymes, but you're so unknown that when I'm done, what's left won't be identified. And there's another thing that's clear. From such a horrid view count, you clearly have no friends who think to share the link to help you out. I mean, you have zero mates. Not a single one will pass your stuff. A girlfriend would be great, but the best he's got is Lara Croft. I mean, it's such a lonely fate, and Nicholas can't laugh it off. He only goes on Facebook when it's time for him to harvest crops. It's so sad, it's hard to mock. When you drive, you bring the car to stop, so the seatbelt, when it starts to tug, is as close as you get to half a hug. It's so sad. It stings, but I'm listening. I care for your predicament. I know that if you pay your bills off, your phone will never ring again, but you can hardly charge the largest fee for work no one can be asked to see. You're only surviving on your artistry by avoiding paying a barber's fee. Time. Cheers.
Make some noise. Make some noise. Spirit of Sage. Let's go.
I don't like you. No, seriously, I added you on Facebook and you didn't accept my request. No, fuck it, man, I'm bitter. I subscribe to your YouTube and follow you on Twitter. And still, you're just giving me low love, man. I mean, it's my country, man. Come on. Mr. Grist. Oh, Mr. Grist. You leave me in a mist. I'm locked in the basement, lost in a maze, in amazement, feeling debased, procrastinating for like 80 days and then pacing and wishing I could find some way to take these half-baked rhymes and make them seem like razor blades and mace, and then I don't know, shit. I'm just standing here unshaven, shaking. Oh, fuck. This morning I even found stool in my semen. I mean, how does that even happen? I don't even know how I'm standing here rapping. Shit. You think this is just me bordering on senile? No, actually I forgot all my rhymes. This is a fucking freestyle. Fuck. Mr. Grist. I'm lost and delirious. I think I need to take a rest. Please, give me another round. Spit some shit. Time.
Mark Grist, second round, let's go.
As we covered, you hear me, yeah? As we covered in the first round, you are hugely unsuccessful. You try to ignore this fact, but it's a truth that you should wrestle. I thought it would be prudent to offer 10 improvements. If you tried working your way through them, you'd be closer to my level. Okay, number 1. I don't want to be critical, mate, but Spirited Sage is the shittest of names. Like, it sounds like something that women would spray to freshen the room as it sinks in the drapes. One whiff, I'm amazed. It's like spring in a cage. Try investing today in you Spirited Sage. I just don't get it. Did you choose it to reflect that you're awkwardly fragrant? Was transcendental tarragon already taken? Like, either way, the name Spirited Sage is the thing you should change if you want to stop working on minimum wage. Advice number 2, how about trying some food? I mean, I've seen this guy trying to clash on the mic. Every round that he writes has a fat joke inside. I mean, we're talking simple facts. You don't need to have been to Harvard. If you call every opponent fat, perhaps you're just a skinny bastard. It makes it kind of hard to believe in your polemic if everything you state just makes you seem a bit bulimic. Then number 3, rap about something other than weed. It's cool in moderation, but I don't see what's so amazing about an artist who only raves about how much dope he's blazing. I mean, you like it, yeah, that's great, but it's far from entertaining. You just use it as a way to hide your lack of inspiration. You have no imagination. Who would choose to watch you twice? You rate a bag of green more than every aspect of your life. And number 4, you need to have a word with your hands. It doesn't help your wordier rants that you perform this contorting interpretive dance. It's awkward and camp how you jerk and you prance like you've recently learned you got a turd in your pants. Number 5. All right? Stop thinking you're dead hard. The abuse you produced is about as bruising as a wet fart. Number 6. This one has to stop, yeah? The word is pronounced twat, and you keep saying twat. The pronunciation's totally skewed. It clarifies something that most of us knew. If you can't name a place, a trip's long overdue, and vaginas are totally foreign to you, which brings us to 7. Please conquer that fear. Try and speak to a woman at least once in a year. Then at 8, fix your face. It's all bony and weird. It's the reason the kids in the street are in tears. Then at 9, learn to write. Stop being a clown. I know that lessons can bleed your account, but man, you'd stand a better chance of getting decent shit down if you stuck your pen up your ass and heaved it about. Most importantly, at number 10, never, ever try this again. If you're going to stage another blazing row, don't do it with this greater crowd. Don't let the match get pasted round so the world can see you taken down. Don't choose a guy to face you out who outclasses you an insane amount, who can just stand here demonstrating how it only takes 1 round to break you down.
Time. Sure. Sage, let's go.
Oh, shit. You're absolutely right. I'm stuck here on my super high shit and getting murdered by a guy in a suit and tie shit. Fuck, please. Grist, don't kill my vibe. Man, I'm stuck here, feeling like a Ross killer, but actually getting Ross killed by my own diseases. I'm lost in my own feces, man. I've got measles in my mind. It doesn't even make sense. I feel like I'm actually standing behind myself trying to read my own mind. Absolutely. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Stuck here doing laps around my own scene. Do you want to do this for me? Sure. I think you're doing well.
Okay, time. Så blev det fucking onsdag. Make some noise, Roskilde. Oh man. Mr. Grist.
Okay. Look, You will never outmaneuver me, even if your abuse was neat. We both know you refuse to eat unless you got a booster seat. Look, you're acting like you're hard. It seems a little odd to me. Your only chance of jail time would be while you play Monopoly. I know we're in the 3rd round. I'm keeping it derogatory, but I'll leave your mother out of it. She's already done a lot for me. Seriously, without her, you wouldn't be here to stand across from me. I wouldn't have got a gig that meant I got to fly across the sea. I owe her big for not getting rid of this failed genetic lottery, even though your birth was more disturbing than a full frontal lobotomy. Honestly, I heard his birth was grim. The nurses winced, the awful things they got to see. When your mum asked, is it a boy or girl? The doctor said, probably. So, I owe your mum. God knows you weren't expecting some kind of titan, but the way you've grown, we'd hardly know you're descended from a Viking. You're so weak and weaselly, such a petty little twerp. Well, I'm going to give you counselling. I'm doing this for her, see? Because, Nick, you live with an illness deep within you. Those 10 ways I gave to raise your game, well, each of those was little, but you'll ignore every single one of them, and that's your biggest issue. Like, it's rare to find someone so talentless with the attitude of such an arrogant prick. He honestly a little bit proud. It's every movement he makes, everything that he shouts. If he had the money it takes to lift his ribs out, he'd spend every day with his dick in his mouth. He's a narcissist, just an arsey prick. He thinks no artist is surpassing him. I've not come out here to clasp the win. I'm just happy to stand and laugh at him. I mean, he honestly thinks he's amazing, and yet he only says the same things. Yay, I am the greatest. Yay, I'm getting wasted. Yay, the same old statements that every teenage boy is making. Like, honestly, your tracks are so badly made, they're a waste of pad and paper. You brag and claim you're wrapped in flame, a man, a money maker, but your rapping's lame, it's crappy, mate. Do the world a massive favor, just die, or stop, go Hamlet's way. Please be a procrastinator. Please leave the rapping game, or at least see how whack your aims are. Then maybe a second that's spent in your presence wouldn't mean we had to hate you. You have the appearance of Voldemort's spirit. You harm property value when you hop around to visit. You've been living your life as an artistic bigot, and the only way you'll improve is if you start to admit it. Time! Thank you, cheers!
Cool, thank you. Through the sage, round 3.
Can I give it to him? I'm done, I'm sorry.
Big up Sejer.
Big up Sejer.
He's not feeling well at all. Let's get back.
Roskilde, make some noise for both rappers, come on!
Let's go get drunk. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mark.